Most people don't realize they're falling behind on their retirement savings until it's almost too late. You might think you're doing fine, but the truth is, millions of Americans are quietly lagging in their 401k accounts, and they won't notice the shortfall until their 60s. In this video, we're breaking down exactly how much you should have saved by each age, what the real averages look like in 2025, and what you can do right now to catch up if you're behind. So, let's dive in and see where you really stand. Let's begin by examining the overall landscape. Fidelity's 2025 data indicates that the average 401k balance across all age groups stands at approximately $137,800, marking the highest level ever documented. That certainly sounds noteworthy, doesn't it? However, it's important to note that averages may not always provide an accurate representation. A select few individuals who excel in saving are driving those figures higher, whereas the larger portion remains significantly lower. For instance, individuals from Generation Z in their 20s typically hold approximately $15,800 in their financial accounts. Millennials typically have an average of about $74,800, while Generation X averages around $205,000, and baby boomers generally hold about $256,000. While the figures may appear manageable at first glance, comparing them to expert recommendations reveals a more troubling scenario. Your 20s. The building blocks of your future. For those in their 20s, it may seem that retirement is a concern for a later stage in life, one that belongs to a version of yourself that is yet to come. This is indeed a crucial decade to begin your journey. It's not about saving large sums right away. The important thing is to begin your savings journey. Even modest investments can grow significantly over the years. Assuming an annual income of $50,000, it is advisable to aim for a 401k balance that is at least equivalent to your salary, or near that amount, by the time you reach 30 years of age. It's important to remain calm even if you're not quite there at this moment. At this point, the focus should be on establishing a consistent routine. Take advantage of your employer match if it's available. That's essentially free money for your future. Consider setting up automatic contributions, beginning with just 5% of your income. Consider increasing that contribution by 1% annually until you achieve a total of 15%. In your 20s, it's essential to focus on maintaining a steady approach rather than striving for flawless outcomes. Consider it akin to planting seeds. While they may not flourish immediately, with time and care, they will yield significant results. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and also press the like button to know more financial insights. Your 30s. Establishing a strong foundation. As you enter your 30s, the dynamics shift significantly. It's possible that you have a secure employment situation, perhaps a family to support, and potentially a mortgage to manage. Neglecting retirement savings can be tempting, yet this is precisely when building momentum becomes crucial. According to Fidelity's benchmark, it is advisable to aim for savings that amount to approximately 3 times your annual salary by the time you reach age 40. If your annual income is $80,000, a prudent target for your retirement savings would be approximately $240,000. Many individuals in their 30s, on the other hand, find themselves significantly below that figure. According to Fidelity's most recent data, the typical balance for individuals in their 30s stands at approximately $74,800. This indicates that the typical individual is approximately 2/3 behind their financial goals. If you find yourself in this situation, it's important to remain optimistic while also approaching it with the seriousness it deserves. It's encouraging to know that you still have time and the ability to generate income working in your favor. This is the ideal time to increase your savings rate, particularly as your income rises. When you receive a salary increase, consider maintaining your current lifestyle and directing more funds into your 401k contributions instead. Establish a guideline. Allocate 50% of any salary increase towards your retirement savings. Your 40s. A time for reflection and strategic planning. The 40s represent a pivotal time when one must confront the realities of life. Retirement is no longer a far-off concept, it is approaching sooner than you might think. At this stage, it is advisable to aim for savings that amount to 6 times your annual salary. If your income is $90,000, it's advisable to aim for a retirement balance of approximately $540,000. However, the typical American in their 40s holds approximately $205,000, indicating that many individuals are not yet halfway to their financial goals. While the situation may not be optimal, there is still an opportunity to make adjustments. This is the time to take bold steps towards making significant progress. It's advisable to aim for saving a minimum of 15% of your income, which should encompass any contributions from your employer as well. If that seems daunting, consider beginning with 10% and gradually increasing the amount by a percentage every 6 months. Identify potential cash flow opportunities by eliminating unnecessary expenses, reducing unused subscriptions, and reallocating bonuses to enhance your savings strategy. It's important to assess your investment portfolio regularly. Many individuals in their 40s tend to leave their 401k investments in extremely conservative funds that yield minimal growth. Your 50s. A period for strategic growth. Your 50s are a pivotal decade that can significantly influence your future. This marks the commencement of the crucial phase leading up to retirement. It is advisable to aim for a savings target of approximately 8 times your annual income by the time you reach 60 years of age. For an individual with an income of $100,000, that translates to approximately $800,000. The typical individual in their 50s has accumulated approximately $231,000 in savings, which falls significantly short of the target amount. However, there remains an opportunity to bridge the gap if you act promptly and with a well-thought-out approach. Once you reach the age of 50, you have the opportunity to make additional contributions as permitted by the IRS. In 2025, the contribution limit for your 401k will be $23,500, with an additional catch-up contribution of $7,500. Bringing the total annual contribution to $31,000. Contributing the maximum amount consistently for 5 or 6 years can significantly enhance your overall balance. Additionally, consider channeling any unexpected financial gains, such as raises, tax refunds, or bonuses, directly into your retirement accounts. As your children grow older or your mortgage balance decreases, consider utilizing that additional cash flow to enhance your savings strategy. Your 60s. A time for transition. As you enter your 60s, the emphasis transitions from building wealth to safeguarding it. Fidelity suggests that by the age of 67, you should aim to accumulate an amount equivalent to 10 times your annual salary in order to ensure a comfortable retirement. Recent data indicates that individuals in their early 60s have an average 401k balance of approximately $246,000, which falls significantly short of the recommended target. The shortfall accounts for the significant dependence many retirees have on Social Security or part-time employment. The strategy for replenishment. It's important to consider your current situation, regardless of the decade you're in. It's essential to remain proactive and implement a well-organized approach. It is essential to promptly elevate your contribution rate. A modest increase of just 1% every 6 months can lead to significant outcomes over time. The next step is to implement automation. Consider your 401k as an essential expense that requires monthly contributions. The third step involves channeling any new income, such as bonuses, raises, or tax refunds, straight into your retirement savings before it can be perceived as discretionary spending. The fourth step involves maintaining a diversified portfolio while focusing on growth opportunities. Watch the video on the left side to know why you should aim to save $500,000 before retirement. Also subscribe to our channel to help us complete our goal of 11,000 subscribers.